Hello and welcome to Tina Renee's Dollhouse. I'm your girl, Tina Renee. I hope you had the opportunity to tune in to last week's show. We discussed women who love men that are locked up, and it got pretty juicy. You can check that out on YouTube. Just type in Tina Renee's Dollhouse. Today's show is going to be juicy as well. We're going to be discussing male cheaters. Well, let's just call them dogs, okay? I have with me a very special and lovely guest, Miss Christine. Welcome to the Dollhouse.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to get right into it. Christine, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm a mom, I have a career, and I have a lot going for me.
I asked because you're such a beautiful lady. I'm looking like, why would any man want to cheat on such a lovely lady? You said you have your career going. What's your line of work? What do you do?
I work at a hospital.
Okay, so you're in the medical field. Okay, and so obviously you were cheated on.
Yes. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, right. It happens to the best of us. I'll also be sharing my personal experiences today, so that should make it even more interesting. Yes, I've been cheated on as well. Okay, so let's start. You were in a relationship for how long?
For 2 years.
For 2 years.
Yes.
And when did you discover that you were being cheated on?
A little after the second year.
A little after. So you were with him a little over 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And tell us how it happened.
Well, I kind of noticed like a little change, but I ignored it in
Change
the
in
beginning
what?
on how he was acting towards me. I ignored it in the beginning, but then it got to the point where I couldn't anymore. I asked him and he denied it, of course. Later on, it made me want to know more about what's going on. So I actually did a little bit of investigating myself, and of course I found something.
Now, when you say he was acting a little different, was there something he was doing in the beginning of the relationship that he stopped doing, or was there something that he wasn't doing and had started doing? What exactly do you mean by change?
Oh yeah, he became cold. He used to be real sweet, and he became cold.
Okay, so he wasn't being as affectionate as maybe he was in the beginning.
Yes.
Wasn't giving you a lot of the attention. Yeah, I mean, I had the same similar experience. I was with someone for 8 years.
Wow.
8 years, and then
That's a long
things.
time.
That's a long time, right? And then, like she said, cold. You just noticed that a lot of the things they were doing, that sweet person you fell in love with, has now just stopped with the affection. They're not hugging as much. They're not kissing as much. Was it the same for you?
Yes.
You noticed there was a problem. Now, you said you did a little investigating. I am queen of investigation. I know all the tricks. Tina Renee, Renee's Dollhouse at gmail.com. I can give you tips. Email me. What did you do in regards to investigating?
Well, I started to look around his stuff, like snoop around, like the mail. Every envelope I see, I wanted to open, even the cell phone. It got to that point where I had to look, even though I do not want to. I do not like the person that I became during that time. And of course, I always saw something.
So did you become bitter? Did your friends start to notice like a change? And you said you became a person that you didn't like per se. How was your behavior? I mean, so you did your investigation. You've seen things, right? There were some things there. Did you see numbers?
Yeah, I saw messages.
Messages, okay.
I saw cards. I saw pictures.
Okay.
He denied it.
Even though you had the
Still
proof?
denied it, yes.
So even though she had the proof, he still went on denying. What was his explanation? That's not me. That's my twin brother. What did he have to say for himself?
No, he said that he can't blame the girl for feeling that way towards him.
Okay. Okay. So kind of trying to act like, I guess, a bit of denial. I don't know. Okay. So you found out, everything hits the fan. Did he finally confess, I've been cheating?
No.
He never did.
He didn't.
Still to this day?
He didn't.
Wow.
The confirmation was when it was one morning, he was in the shower. I was doing the same thing. I was snooping through his phone and I saw a text message. And I had dialed the number from his phone through that text message. And she tried calling back.
Okay.
When I picked up, spoke with her for a little bit, and we struggled with the phone.
Okay,
So he came in the room when he heard me answer the phone.
Okay.
And we struggled with the phone.
Mm-hmm.
But what he didn't know was I saved that number on my phone.
Okay.
So when I left his place, I called that number and I talked to the girl.
Okay. So how did that go? You answer the phone, you say, "Hey, I'm Christine." What happened? How did that conversation go?
She said, "Is this his girlfriend?"
Oh, so she knew.
Yeah. So I said, "Yes." "And who are you?" And so she said, "A friend."
A friend.
Yeah. And then that's when he came in, we fought over the phone, and he turned it off. I left, saved the number, and I called her.
What happened?
Am I ready for this?
Well, let me I had a similar experience, but unlike the other woman in your situation, the girl just flat out told me, "I'm seeing him. I know who you are. I don't care who you are, and I don't plan on going anywhere soon, leaving anytime soon, I should say." And I was just really taken back. I didn't, you would think that they would say I'm just a friend, but no. With my experience, she said, "Yeah, I know all about you, and I'm not going anywhere." And I was really, so I guess she tried to cut you a little slack by telling you, she was just a friend.
Mm.
However, so you have your conversation.
Yeah. So I called, and then I said, "This is his girlfriend. I do not want any trouble. I am seeking for truth, and I need you to tell me everything." So she told me everything.
What was everything?
Everything.
So they had been seeing each other. They had been messing around for quite some time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did she seem remorseful about it? Was she?
No, actually, the whole conversation was I would say it was decent. It was
decent.
formal. We weren't mad at each other because I told her, "You have no reason to lie to me." So I
You
told
weren't
her,
upset?
"No, this is my exact tone of voice. You have no reason to lie to me. I am seeking for truth. Please give me truth. And I need my peace of mind. I just really want my peace of mind." So then she started talking. And the whole time, I felt like crying. But you know that feeling when you want to cry and you're trying to hold back to the point where your neck is hurting.
Tight and yes.
Yeah. And she tried to ask questions about me.
What did she want to know?
Well, she asked me if I have any kids, and I told her, "Leave them out of this. This is between you, me, and him. I don't think we should be talking about any other people."
Right.
And she tried to ask me how old I was.
What was it in your why?
I
You don't know? Yeah.
I just told her that, let's just go on. And she asked me, "So what's your decision?" So I said, "I don't know. And I'm not about to discuss it with her."
So she basically wanted to know if she should continue to see him.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
But then again, because when I had called her, I blocked my number.
Mm-hmm.
So she did try to ask for my number, and she said that, maybe we can be friends.
I think she wanted more problems. That's pretty ridiculous. So of course you told her, "No, you can't have my number."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told her, "I am private, and I want to keep it that way." And I told her that I will not bother her again, even though I have her number.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first and last time she's gonna hear from me.
Right.
And that's what I did.
Such a lady. So you have all of this information, you run back to the boyfriend and you say, look, I had a conversation with the other woman. What happened?
I just fell apart.
You fell apart.
I just told him that you broke my heart. I trusted you. I don't know if I can ever trust you again.
Did he try to apologize? You said he never apologized even to this day. He still denies it, right?
He kind of apologized because I guess when I told him that I know everything already, he didn't even ask how I knew or what I know. But he did try to apologize, and he said he wanted to make it up, but deep inside me,
You didn't want to give him that opportunity.
it hurts because at that point in time in our relationship, I was at the peak where I loved him the most, and I was really hurt.
Did you blame yourself? Did you look at the situation and say, what did I do wrong?
No.
You didn't do that good.
Yeah,
A lot of people.
I believe that in this relationship, I have given it my all.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I've been a good partner. I do my part, and this happened. It's not me.
Right.
I already did my best, and I can only do so much.
Did you ever ask him what it was? Why did he turn to another woman? Did you ever ask him that? Did you care to know why he resulted to cheating?
No.
You didn't ask. You didn't. Okay.
Actually, I didn't.
Okay. Are you curious to know why he
Yes.
why he did that? Okay.
No, I am.
Wow, interesting. All right. I want to thank the lovely Miss Christine for being on today. I have to really commend you for being such a beautiful, strong woman. You didn't blame yourself in any of this, and a lot of women, they do that. They blame themselves. They think, what did I do wrong? And in reality, they didn't do anything wrong. It was just a man being a man, or a dog, as we like to call it. Thank you.
Thank you also for having me.
Thank you for being on. Don't forget, you can check us out on YouTube under Tina Renee's Dollhouse. And if you have any topics you'd like to hear discussed, interested in being a guest on the show, you can email me at tinareneesdollhouse@gmail.com. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you next week on Tina Renee's Dollhouse.